I still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it. The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits. In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day. But I remember we were born for a better life, and I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
Garden Station, August 14th. Don't you have anything better to do than mess with that thing, Mikhailych? Oh, am I bothering you? We can't do anything without the welding burner, and this way, I can at least make a record. Ha! Did you hear that? Of course I did. I'm about to go deaf from their howling. Why do you want them recorded? I heard the Polish people are studying these migration patterns and whatnot. So, they are buying records and stuff, but they had to be taken properly, date and place and all. Oh, hell, can they think what's correct this time? The original Korean song. Forget this thing. Mikhailych, get over here! They're attacking again! Coming! Wait, don't do it, boy. I don't want to flush it away. It was about to grenades and knives again. And the others will be considered fun.
We'll get you out. Whoa! It's Artyom! Artyom? Artyom! What the hell? He's hurt! Come on, Artyom, stay with us.
They're coming back. Attention, people. Oh, look, it's the hero.
Why are the lights off? It's nighttime at the station.
Don't worry, I told you.
I got it, open up! Go!
Here come his buckets. Looks like Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips up top.
Hey, Duke, wait a minute. Where to now?
Left, across the square! Hey, Damir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here?
How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the rig, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone!
I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro?
Rise and shine, people!
Hang in there, Artyom. You're gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel! Hello, Alex. There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6. But you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop! There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please, promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
Lucky those Spartans are damn good. They brought Artyom here just in time. They sure are. I cannot remember the last time I saw a bunch of healthy and fit people down here.
Me neither. It's a shame they spend so much time on the surface. Artyom, just try to take better care of yourself, huh? Even if you find someone else out there, they probably have their own troubles.
I left the Order, and now nobody gets to decide for me. As for Artyom...
Enough! Artyom this, Artyom that. Like a broken record. Had the guys not made it in time, you'd be a widow now.
Stop it!
No, you stop it. There's a comfortable flat waiting for you two in Polis. A far cry from this.
What do you mean we pretend?
Exactly that. And it's time you stop thinking only about yourself. You know how short we are on veteran fighters. With your experience, you too must teach the recruits. You could save lots of lives that way. I'm so tired of explaining this to you.
Dad, I won't come back without Artyom. And he...
Anna, this is madness.
Yes, I know it is. Spending so much time on the surface is suicide. Yes, I don't want to lose my husband to radiation. I hate him for killing himself out there like that every day. But what if you consider, even for 1 second, that Artyom was right? What if he did hear that signal? Would you ever forgive yourself if we let the chance go? The chance to come back to real life. To raise our children outside with sun shining on them. Real sun, Dad. I know I wouldn't.
All right, let's talk it over once more with Artyom. I must say, though, that even if he did hear some signals, not necessarily a good thing, we'll talk about it later, though. Not any public space.
At least they're trying.
Deal.
Yes. If not them, then who?
Uncle Artyom, don't worry. I believe you. Will you take me with you when you find the clean place outside?
Artyom, stop putting delusions into his head. I don't want him going crazy like you. I can't even sleep since you told him all those silly stories. Is that supposed to make him better? Please, leave my son alone.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you all right? You gave us a scare, brother.
Artyom! How are you, friend? I see you're all right.
Gentlemen, give way.
This calls for a celebration.
Artyom, a few more scars and you'll be completely irresistible to any woman. Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how
you
are
are
the
your
nurses
usual
in the
self,
hospital,
guys.
huh?
Could you just stop crowding him?
brother.
Back, Artyom.
Привет, Artyom.
All right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
Oh, it's official.
I knew it.
You guys are like kids.
So I brought something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat the last time.
Hold on, Artyom. More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking. Why, yes, and there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please. Don't you think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest? But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead. We took our time. Time to replace our filters. Move it. We don't need any extra radiation, darling. Ugh, Father will kill me if he finds out I went up with you. Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone. Have you been to all of these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks. Look, maybe you should come back to the Order. We'll move to Polis. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who? A flat with a kitchen and a shower. Let's go in turns here. It's not stable enough. Your turn now. Well, I'd say we're out of the woods. Whoa! Hear that? Turn the light off and come here. Did you hear that? Again. Probably heard us coming down from the roof and decided to ambush us. The beasts are getting smarter. Now the whole area is here. Hear that? It's a pack. Just what we need. A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us. I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. Stop. The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass? Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack. Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that.
now! I got you!
Now that's what I call a blizzard. Can't see a thing. Or hear. Let's switch to radios. Should we catch up with it? Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them!
Hey, come on! Get inside!
You should have checked first, assholes! Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one for that.
What's going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there. We didn't know. We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
The heck of the boy out!
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it.
At least give them their masks back.
Fool, you could have lived. Let's go.
here, that's for sure. Could get jumped in.
Damn watchman broke through. Oh, workers are done for.
Keep your weapon trained on the opening. If anything comes through, shoot.
What's that noise?
Attention! The turntable is switching on. Get rest till tomorrow.
Your luck, old-timer. They are people. They're 5, 10 years. 5? Old women and children? Really? Shut the fuck up. Now. Put him in a cell. He needs time to cool his head.
Crap. I knew I could expect anything from the old-timer, but shouting at the captain? That's too much.
Isn't he just drunk out of his mind? All the train drivers make moonshine. They always have fun. Just about enough of your whining, you old fuck!
You're heading straight for the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals. How can they? What can I do? The mutant? The watchman! A human? How did you... Oh my God. It's you she's been screaming about. Alive! You came for her. All right. I'll help. Finally, I'll be of some use. Okay, they took the girl to the base chief for interrogation. I can't take you to the main entrance. Too many guards. But we may sneak in from the back. Let's go. Don't rush, though. If they notice you, we're both done for. Wait. You'd better not walk into the light. Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract them.
Are you through your bout of conscience? The hell is happening? The fucking breaker again.
Looks like they didn't finish the repairs at the generator, Sergeant.
Sanya, go tell the workers. Have them check. Oh, you turned quite civil again, young man. So you can use your head after all.
Don't rush. Move crouched. It's quieter that way. See that ladder? Stay close to the wall.
Yermak, is that you? What are you mumbling? Come here and help me fix this.
Yes, sir. Got me already.
Come on. Fixing this should be nothing for you.
Yermak, what's taking you so long?
A shoelace got untied. I'm coming now. Not the carriage. There's a failure.
generators. What?
Is it
Yeah,
safe
I
in here?
totally need you to tell me what I should do. Better fix this line here.
Everything is under control.
Come on, move it. You old bag of
You'll have to
bones.
take him down. Can you do it quietly?
What's with that mumbling?
Oh, I'm just talking to myself.
Everyone come to ask a question.
Let's go. Wait a moment. Wait. He's looking this way, and we need to get to that door. Try distracting him. Look, there's some garbage around. Throw some. Great. Now throw it. I hope the noise distracts him. Let's go. Come. Go through. Come on. This system supplies air for the good luck to you.
Looking for us, and we never even saw them, because you killed them all!
Who the fuck are you? Surmyatin! You
Oh my god! You're alive! Alive! Are you hurt? Hunter's badge? It stopped the bullet!
Take this, bitch!
Don't move.
Attention. Control unit damaged.
Morons! We are at war! One death won't be enough for you now, you imbeciles! This is the universal broadband radio jammer.
What?
It stops Moscow from hearing anyone, and them from hearing us. Shit! This fucking sucks.
Do you hear that, Artyom? You were right all along. Do you see? It's not just Russia out there. It's the whole world. Oh my god. What for?
Because the war is still going on, and you behave like fucking kids! Alone!
All the guards will be here soon. Damn.
Don't shoot!
Artyom?
I'm with him. I'm with you. You have to run. Is this yours? They just left it sitting there. We must get out before they recover.
Get ready, people.
Guards! You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick! Let's go.
All unauthorized
Who are you?
Andrei Ivanovich Yermak, the train engineer. Run now. Just get to that hangar, then God willing, I'll get you out of here. They know me, so I'll get there easily.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had... I guess I'll tell you later. I hope. Be careful.
Artyom, I see the enemy. Give me a boost. Can't really see well with the snowstorm. Don't forget your visibility gauge, Artyom. If you don't move too fast and don't come out into the light, you'll be harder for them to notice. Don't turn your flashlight on either, they could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Pretending to be civilians. You rookies all think you know everything after a week of service. Yeah, I don't know shit. I know. This place looks clear. What the hell? What are the lights?
It's that breaker again. Nothing there.
Attention!
Let's find
The
the...
command center is under enemy attack. The attackers are assumed to still be on the base territory.
Artyom, I'm changing position.
All unauthorized persons are to be fired upon immediately. Civilian personnel movement is prohibited until further notice. Attention! The jamming system is coming back online.
Hey, what's that shadow?
We've a man! You damn fucker!
It's on, covering you.
We have a man down!
One more down. One down. Artyom, the hangar is right there. With the breakthrough.
Where is he?
Great job, Artyom. We're inside. You can take the mask off, Artyom. Now we have to find Yermak.
There was a noise from behind the gate.
There's nobody out there, that's for sure. It's the outside gate, so it could only be watchmen.
What if it's the attackers?
Well, then those watchmen just have a nice meal and we don't have to worry.
You say so. Still, this is suspicious. You do your thing and I'll just stay here, just in case.
Calm, safe place. You have a chance to just relax. What could be better?
If I may have permission to speak, this Jervak is one shady cat. What was he doing in the train? It's only setting off tomorrow.
Group D, redeploy to the generator room.
Aha, you can sneak ahead. No need to play heroes for a change. Let's wait till they walk off.
Why do you even want to do that now? You only had an outing planned for tomorrow, and it's bound to be cancelled now. Just stay put for now. We'll have to have a long time.
All clear.
Am I glad to see you here?
Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you. All right. We don't have much time. We'll be back. I'll go to the engine. It should be ready now. You go up there and switch the turntable mechanism on. And please, be careful. We could easily have the whole base on us.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar!
I see it!
Leave a man down here! Get the fucking train! Counter generator! Do it now!
Don't let go, Artyom! That was intense. Are you okay?
manual drive on the platform. It's hard to
Artyom.
just a little bit.
More guards. Get them. Let's do this together. Just a little. Yes. Run! Kill them! Come on! Yes!
Come here, quick! You're going to run the gate! You should put the masks on. The seals might be damaged.
We did it! Yeah!
Base, we apprehended the engineer with 2 accomplices. Over.
Roger that, base. Over. All right, shoot these 2. And as for the engineer...
What do you mean, shoot these 2?
Don't you dare give me lip, soldier!
Yeah, the Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here. Anna!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom, what are you doing here?
Talk about surprise. Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You are working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Be quiet!
They...
How did you end up here? It doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this lying down.
shit,
The Watchers
Sherlock.
won't let
No,
them.
I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There,
What is
in the
Anna
ravine,
talking about,
there are
sir?
people
It's one of
from
his
other
leaders
cities,
forced.
dead! All of
Everyone
them,
shut
women,
up.
children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road?
The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark.
Is there a safe place to stop nearby?
Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and they can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding
Well,
at the
I'll
jam.
fight for the guys no matter what. Of course. Artyom, Anna, they are with us.
Leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch some air. I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them! While you were getting irradiated on the surface, my father just kept lying. Lying to you, to me, to everyone, the whole fucking world. and not even batting an eye!
Stop the engine immediately and come out with your hands above your head. That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
Fuck me, that's some armor. And look at all the machine guns.
Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How
for?
is this his fault? You knew everything and never said...
Shit!
Stop the engine immediately!
Oh, fuck! Are you okay? Yeah, just a scratch.
Okay, stop. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Yermak, start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Ah, finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so...
How about from the inside?
Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox. Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I will be appointing the volunteers here. Artyom will do it.
Why Artyom?
Because he started the clock, and he better do something about it. Artyom, leap over as soon as we slow down. I will distract him in the meantime.
Is that you, Yakov?
Yes, so cut the shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion. Treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me, where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No, I see only one answer. You've been spotted and you're running back to your method.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us, and you?
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. But I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
Some assholes stole an engine of ours and are trying to escape Moscow. So we are after them.
It's them! They're here!
Time's up, Colonel Miller. Easy. We are slowing down. The brakes on this thing are busted. Don't sweat it, Colonel. My people will help you handle it.
On my mark. On the count of 3.
Yermak, get ready to hit the brakes.
1, 2,
Wait. No! Artyom, get going. This just got serious.
What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole! The brakes are working again. You goddamn bastard should have stuck on the spot. Why didn't you? Orders to take me alive? That's the order to take her on. All right, good again. Let's speed them up and get going. And find the engine. Don't hit the boiler. I tried to take you humanely. Why don't you want brother? Sorry, I thought you'd come in quietly like you do it in the world when you're behind the drive. Take me alive? That's the order to take alive! Fire! Shoot to kill! Attack visible targets only! And mind the engine! Don't hit the boiler! I tried to treat you humanely! Why go to trouble? Just out of common courtesy to an ex-colleague. I thought you'd come in quietly and I could put in a good word on your behalf. Well, you've been recorded, of course.
Heads up! Enemy on the train!
You motherfucker! Now you've done it! You, your lucky, your daughter, you'll all be treated not like your nurses, but like rabid dogs! I'll bullet for each of you! I'm shooting you personally! You damn rebel! Forget the vital target!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm going to stop first. I'm not with you. They made me.
They're going to tear us to pieces!
Hold on!
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Why the long faces?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can help but wonder. What next? Where do we go from here?
Yes. More or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs, so that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. And look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we're traitors in the eyes of command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about.
Do you think finding that Ark of yours is going to fix everything?
I do not. But if you have a better idea, then go ahead.
Yes, I do. We have to find a good place for people from Moscow, like Artyom always wanted.
Giving them all to the enemy? A grand idea. I say, we solve our problems before moving on to saving all Moscow. All right? How is it going, Artyom? Found it yet?
There's a whole world out here. A world where we could live.
So far, we only know one thing for sure. Radiation levels are nominal. The air is breathable. But what about the rain?
So what? You can't even breathe in Moscow.
So? Does anybody live out here? We don't know. How will they treat us? I don't know that either. What would they do if they found out there are survivors in Moscow? Again, I don't know. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal.
But we do know we've been lied to. For 20 years, we've been lied to. We know they've been killing people.
Collateral damage is inevitable in operations of such scale and secrecy. Yes, people have died, but the bombs killed tens of millions. Yet we are alive. We stayed alive throughout those years.
Artyom almost got killed. Is he just collateral damage too?
Guess what? Yes. If you have to choose between the life of a single man, no matter how dear he is to you, and the lives of everybody else, all the dwellers of Metro, then there's nothing to think about. Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best.
Would you say the same about me?
And about myself, too. I've spent my whole life protecting the people of Metro. Do you get it? My whole life. And I wouldn't hesitate for a second. I'm prepared to do anything to ensure Metro survives. Even though they'd shoot me on sight if I returned now. It doesn't matter. Too many lives are at stake. Too many lives have already been sacrificed to hesitate now. Too many.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to. But we have to make up our minds. How will things finish for all of us if we start out lying to each other and arguing? We need to be better.
You ask me how things will finish. Well, let me tell you. It all depends on Artyom now. If he finds the frequency, if they are alive. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there. Nothing yet, Artyom. This signal has got to be there. Look some more. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there. Nothing yet, Artyom. This signal has got to be there. Look some more. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal. Are you looking for it, Artyom? Come on, do your best. Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there. Keep looking, Artyom. There's got to be a signal.
Everyone can hear me. Everyone's still loyal to the cause. Proceed to the rally point.
Found it yet, Artyom? Please, try. It must be there. Wait a moment, what was that?
Area 1-8-5. I repeat.
Listen, everyone.
Rally point location is code 1811-79. Area 1-8-5. Only by standing together shall we overcome any and all obstacles.
Got it. So, it is somewhere around here. The Yamantau Mountain. So, the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the war.
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Let's go around and be done with it.
Nah, go to hell. Even better. Oh, come
How
on.
about Aurora, the Roman goddess of dawn, and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better.
Not bad. I like it.
Beautiful name.
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to Aurora!
Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. You're back. Full steam ahead.
Hi. Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
Oh, Anna. I was expecting an arrow from a kid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot.
I'll be damned!
So, dear Moses, can you feel how sweet the air is without a mask? Not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend? I remember you telling me how you took your mask off the top of Stankino Tower. When you bombed those missiles in on the dark ones. Was the air bitter then? Who knows though? Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well. The links emerge from the dark water. And what link is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain? Is it dumb to think about such things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
Look, if there's no radiation, that means we could bring everyone out of Moscow.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow will have to stay put.
But why? We're just a short way from the city. And the radiation's gone.
Things might have been that easy in America, but life is never that so easy here. Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro. By lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, plane thieves. And what for? Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie. That is enough for them to want us dead.
The Hansa bosses must have known that we could live up here. But the public didn't know that. Who'd want to stay down in the metro if we told them?
If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think will they do to you, Uncle Sam? Huh? We can't go back. We can't use radio. Remember the jammers? Even if you pull a perfect round ball and break through, do you expect them all just to leave you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station person. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get? Right to the nearest mutant den, most likely. We are safe here, speeding along on this Eastern Express. They are not as lucky. Not at all.
Well, what if there was a proper evacuation?
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones that kept us under lock and key for 20 years? Or us too? Besides, getting the people out of Moscow is not the end of it. You have to settle them somehow, provide food. No, I do get where you're coming from, but this matter is way more complex than it seems.
I guess you're right. All this clean air went to my head. So, wait, does this mean the Colonel was in the know?
His rank does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without him after the D6 debacle? They gave us weapons and recruits to replenish our losses. We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools on the metro from killing each other off. Remember, if not us, then who?
You are too smart for your own good, idiots. Demir, I've been thinking. How far are we gonna go?
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country. As far as we want, I reckon. As for Yamantau, it's about 2,000 clicks away.
No, I mean, how far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
Yeah, it's not that there is a coal guzzler this thing. But then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we can still burn firewood.
Why the long face, Demir?
You see, I made a mistake of stocking up on filters. While I could have gotten a whole bunch of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit, I wish I'd known there'd be no need for them. The corporation Makarov sold them way too hard, that bastard. Get them while they last. He even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Charman Mao. Do you know this writer? Mao? Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters, while we could really use that new grade ammo now. You never know who or what we might meet.
Stop. You're not giving the book enough credit. At the very least, it contains a whole world of wisdom on fighting the war against the imperialism. Which we might encounter on the way, even though so far we just seem to be fighting our own.
Yeah, Anna's pulling no punches this time. Perhaps she shouldn't have. It's not like the Colonel understands everything. Who's in the right here?
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Well, who's not wrong then?
He who does nothing and says nothing too.
Give me a break. Who's in the right now?
Everybody is, brother. And nobody.
I shouldn't have asked.
I am not bothered when I'm not understood. I am bothered when I don't understand.
How long have you been working with those jammer people for?
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people. Told me about weather stations and mutant migration observers. I was proud to be helping those. Then, about 2 months ago, they loaded a bunch of people onto my Aurora. The guards took them outside and came back alone. Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew it had caved in years ago. A few days later, I was coming back from a run, stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seems safer to believe. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went. But when I saw you, and then Artyom, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
No. Didn't get a chance to go. I used to be a metro train engineer. I worked on the ring line. Ha! What a bore that was. Going round and round all day, round and round. And no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap. So I kept dreaming about how good it would be to just leave the metro and work on a real railroad. And travel around Russia. Not to run in circles like a rat in a maze. My wife wouldn't let me. We had kids, too. When I'd start going on about the railroad, about my dream, she'd stop sleeping with me for months in protest. Yes. But when Moscow got hit, my Tatiana and the little Sashenka were at home. I was working that day. Irishka was waiting for me in the metro, returning from cram school. So we survived together that day. But in the end, I lost her too. TP. You know how it goes. So, I'm driving here and talking to Tatiana in my head. See, I say, you couldn't stop me for good after all. Here I am, on a real railroad. A real engineer. Tanyusha. I'm sorry I got so emotional there.
Oh, it's my fault. I'm really sorry. And thank you for telling me.
Hey, Artyom! Is there any music on the air?
Artyom, a couple of words.
Attention! Attention! This is the Special Restoration Committee speaking from the Ark Project base. Everyone who can hear me,
You found it. Thanks, Artyom. The room improved instantly.
Hello there, Artyom. It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you. We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check. It is kind of cramped in here. I'm thinking of making something of a workbench. So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else would be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. Well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt. Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade, too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual. So, if you have any weapon-related questions, I'm your man. And weapons, they are like girls. They need attention. You clean your weapon well, you oil it, you check the ammo, because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes. But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails. Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
Hello there, Tom. You people could have called me up there to drink to Aurora. I still think Beelzebub was a better name. Well, help yourself. Because frankly speaking, I'm a bit tired here. The only good thing about this job is that you forget it's winter. If only you didn't have to pay for this conference later. When you're home partying.
protecting my friends.
Shut up, you fool.
By the way, Uncle Sam, your command of Russian is quite good. Another 40 years or so, and you'd go completely native. Isn't it confusing now, though? If your California is still around, you became a Russian for nothing. By the way, if we meet the occupying forces, whose side will you be on, Sam? Ours or theirs?
Not funny. But if the war is still not over, does that make us enemies?
Nah, that's not what I meant. The Colonel told me to stop smoking shroom, but isn't a pipe of peace an exception, eh?
I wish we could smoke one in California, man. That would be so much fun.
Oh, damn. Hey, do you miss home?
I don't know. Really, I got used to it. But now I learned my folks might be alive, and I'm in a daze.
I see. What I meant was, even though you're an American, you're our man.
I'm a Spartan, Alyosha. Now and forever. You're a Spartan, too. This is what we are now. I wonder what they think of me at this Supreme HQ, though.
Drop it. We'll all stand with you, like with Anna and Artyom, like when the Colonel protected you from that crowd.
Yeah, there were women, old guys, and kids. They all wanted it. I didn't even want to resist, even though I was younger and stronger back then. So, we're going to the Urals. I'd love to see San Diego, though, even in a dream.
There's this little whorehouse on its Red Noi Boulevard station I'd like to see. Even if it was just in a dream. Look, I'll catch some shut-eye if you don't mind.
Of course. Get some sleep.
Yeah. Besides, in a dream, it's definitely cheaper.
He's a bit better, I think.
After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years we thought that neither the government nor military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau, if we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller, and we'll have to fight through to our goal. A small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
Froze anything off yet, darling? Here, let's warm you up a little bit. So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind.
How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life, the life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you. And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon. Damn it! A campfire! People! There are people there! Hit the brakes! Sound the alarm!
Shots fired! 4 bogies on a trolley!
All hands, report to the bridge, on the double.
Artyom, you should probably get to the bridge!
Are you alright, Artyom?
How bad is it? Can we move?
No, we're stuck!
Oh, shit.
Damn fog. Seems we ran through someone's roadblock.
Who was it? Any uniforms?
None. They were wearing rags.
Just some old farts.
Old farts, huh? That's just the perimeter guard. They could have put anyone there, even women and children.
Do you really think we found them, Colonel?
Well, we can't be sure. I was expecting to run into them much earlier. The trolley is headed towards the bridge. Some fortifications there. This looks peaceful. A village and a church on the water. We need intel. Here, Artyom. I put a mark on your map. Get there and find out what you can about that bridge. Taking a prisoner would be ideal. Anna, you cover him.
Yes, sir.
May I go with Artyom too? As backup?
No. Until we figure out our situation, you are not to take a step away from the Aurora. These two can handle themselves just fine. Yermak, when can you get the Aurora running again?
I don't know yet. Gotta check on that cylinder, but a full day at least.
I see. Get to it then. Spartans, let's prepare the Aurora for a defensive action. Stepan, Damir, get the perimeter. I'm on
Yes, sir.
Duke, I need you to recon the immediate area.
Got that, sir.
Idiot, you give him cover from the Aurora.
Yes, sir.
Sam and Alyosha, stay in reserve.
Yes, sir. Wait, am I not trustworthy anymore?
I'd tell you if it was the case, Sam. Now, get the chatter.
Let's go, Artyom.
Artyom, don't forget your backpack. It's a new model. A portable workshop, so to speak. The manual is inside. It doesn't come with crafting materials, though, so keep an eye out for those.
Let's move out, Artyom.
Just be careful out there.
Sure thing. I gotta say, that was one flimsy roadblock. And those guys, well, they didn't look like army men at all. Just old men.
Be careful out there. Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear. Got it?
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare. Maybe they served the enemy, enslaved or something.
I'll be waiting at the power line tower. Come back when you've wandered enough. And be ready to be chewed out by my father.
motherfucker!
That asshole looks like he don't belong here. What's that shit? Guys, there's the bitch!
We're getting fucked here!
Don't fret, that was a joke, okay? We are going after a cat. Who could that ass be?
Cool. And what next?
Right up to the bridge and slice us some bridgehead throats. We will be expecting planes, not... have a train, they got to be from the north. And at the last meeting, our boss had everything settled with them. Нет проблем.
Well, could they have just shown up to check on us?
Well, that might cost them more than they bargained for. Though, I guess I should talk to the guys, check how many dudes these new arrivals have and stuff.
Yeah, we'll do that when we get home.
I wish there was some assholes around
All
here
right.
to fuck up or something. This boredom is killing me. Dog, this shithole gives me the creeps. Fuck this place.
Fucking what? Huh? The shack. I think some motherfuckers over there.
We need to check what's going on there. I'll go.
All right, I'm going with you too. You never know.
I smell a rat. I so smell a rat there. Shit! Get to the fucking bastard!